Hey everyone, this is Puddin02. After playing some Resident Evil 9, I don't know why, I just got in the mood to play some OG Resident Evil. Well, not even OG, this is the remake of the OG, originally released for the GameCube. Don't think of this as some sort of speed run. This is more of a playthrough. It's been a long time. I want to say since 2017, 2018, since I played this game. So, though I consider myself a veteran of the series, this is gonna be a I didn't want to call it a blind playthrough, of course not, but sort of like a what's the word? A return, I guess you can call it.
Resident Evil.
I did test this game out before I started recording, and I will play on hard difficulty. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but and I'm also gonna play as Chris Redfield, so who is considered the harder of the two. Anyways, I was saying I did play. I did test out the controls. The original control scheme works a little weird on the Switch 2 console. I'm not sure if it's just for the Switch 2 or for anything that has an analog stick,
Alpha
but the
team's
game
flying
seems
around
to
the
be
forest zone, 6
working
miles
off a
northwest of Raccoon City.
like an eight
We'll be
directional
searching for the
movement,
helicopter of our
like if it's a
compatriots.
D-pad. But
Bravo
since it's
team
on an analog stick, it
disappeared
doesn't quite
during a
match the
mobile air mission.
360-degree turn that you use, or the directions that you use. You tilt it
The Zard
slightly,
murder cases have recently occurred in
northeast,
Raccoon
and it
City.
just will not register. The
There are
character will continue
outlandish
heading
reports of
north.
families being
So I
attacked
hope that
with a
makes
group
sense,
of
but
about
it
10
just,
people.
I'm getting
The
used to that. I
victims
know I can use the
were
D-pad for this
apparently
game, but
beaten.
I'd rather use
The
the
Bravo
analog stick
team
for the
was
Switch,
sent in
so
to
we'll
investigate,
see how it goes.
but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict.
This is, of course, what happens in Resident Evil Zero. I do plan on playing that game after this and doing
Safe
a
for
little
them to leave
recording of
the
that as
body
well.
of
For
Kevin.
those, for any of you who are interested in watching.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into
Having said everything I said earlier, I do think this might be of helpful guide for those who are watching. Um, but other than that, I hope the rest of you are here for the adventure. Those dogs, man, they get annoying in this game.
Come on! Hey! Brad! Where the hell's he going? Chris, this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
All right, let's get started. I don't expect to take too long to this game. Again, I've had played in the past. I've played it many times
There are
back in
only
the
3
day.
STARS members left now. Captain
But
Wesker.
again, last time I
Jill,
played this
and
must have been
myself.
2018,
We don't know where
2019.
Barry
So
is.
this must be a little bit of a not I don't want to say a blind playthrough, but I don't
Is
remember
everyone all
the
right?
small details.
Barry. Where's Barry?
But who knows? Maybe it might all come back to me very naturally,
He's...
and I just cruise by
Whoa.
easily. But that's why I chose a hard mode. So
What was that?
I'm gonna give myself a little challenge.
I'll go and check it out.
And on
All right.
Chris,
Jill and I will
Chris's
stay and secure this area.
scenario is the more difficult of the
Chris?
two.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right. Just not remember how to. Why is that? Access map. What does L do? I believe L is the defense tools. No, I don't need that right now. That's the emblem. No, this is such a beginner trap. These items, or at least Link Ribbon I understand, but the beginner emblem, you do not need it this early in the game. See, there you go. That's the analog stick. I went to the left slightly, but the game wouldn't register it until I made it, a little more hard to the left on the analog. Pretty creepy scene. You do not have to fight the zombie, nor would I recommend it on just a knife. I'm not one of those crazy players that can just complete a whole game with a knife. I've seen those players. I'm not that good. Of course, Jill and Wesker are gone.
Wesker? Jill? Where did they go?
Another reason why I chose Chris is because I want this to be as much of a blind playthrough as I can get, because I want to say my entire time playing this game, I played like 70-80% Jill and the other 20% Chris. So even though I played it 2017, 2018, I want to say that was around. I was playing as Jill. Sorry, it's Y that gets the items. All right, so map time. Where we go? So there are two. Really, it's just one. The left, the door to the very left, and the door to the very right. The very right is the optional, but I believe this is where you get the map, so I'm gonna go for it. But the objective is going to the left. That's the only path you can take. I believe this door coming up for here is locked, right? It's the sword key one. Yes, it says. Oh, yeah, it says an emblem of sword. Yeah. Okay. There's a map shining on that statue. Oh crap. These controls are. I tapped A. I shouldn't have done that. There you go. Now, when you go in that room in there, I know there's a zombie, but I remember Jill has that cutscene with that zombie. I'm not sure Chris gets that cutscene. There's the map. I can't remember what's in that room. If I remember correctly, it's just a self-defense knife, which is pretty redundant because you have to use it right there. Why am I this far? Yeah, the dagger. There you go. Yeah. And it's gonna pop up here, I'm assuming. Yeah. I'm not even gonna fight it. I'm just gonna use a knife here. There's no point. Yeah, see, like you just get the knife just to use it right there. Okay. I mean, maybe that was sort of like a mandatory tutorial, you know, in order for players to learn how to use the dagger. All right, let's go. All right, ink ribbons. I'm gonna leave them here for now. I believe there are some in the item box on the east side of the mansion. Okay. Okay, he's behind me, so that's one trick you can use. Just aim, and then the character will show you automatically where the nearest enemy is. Actually, let me back up. I know that's I think that's Forrest, right? I think that's his name. Oh, Kenneth. Sorry, I think it was Forrest. Yeah, you got that tape, which you get to play later. I usually skip it, but since I am recording a playthrough, I'll take it. Alright, hang a magazine, of course. Okay. How many green herbs are there? I'll combine both. That's the first criminal head you meet in the game. There's a green herb. I'm gonna leave it there. Oh shoot. There's no handgun magazine there. I'm gonna go for it. Ooh. There's another zombie there. I'm gonna have to fight that one. Crap. Damn, went straight to yellow. Yeah, that's hard difficulty. Oh, just book it, just book it. Yeah, I'm not wasting my ammo. I know this is hard difficulty. You know, it's best to conserve it. This one definitely you don't need to kill, even on easy difficulty. There's a dagger. I could have gotten that, I think. First. Oops. Examine it. Okay, he's coming my way. I'm trying to loop him around that way I can take down the statue. Okay, he's pretty far still. I can't remember what this unlocks. I remember you get 2 gemstones that unlock something in a specific room. I think this one's mandatory. I know one of them is optional. I want to say this one is the mandatory one. Crap, where is he at? Okay. Alright, next up is the graveyard with the arrowhead. I don't want to fight, but I have to. Okay, Okay, I have good ammo. There's another zombie over here. Other shotgun shells. Yeah, Harry saw me. I think I'm just gonna kill him now. Just. You know what? I never use a knife, but now's a good time. Ooh, no, no, no. uh. Oh, that was lucky. Okay. For those of you who have never played Resident Evil, just letting you know that's a good thing. Um, and I don't mean the obvious, like, oh, obviously, the head came off. In this game specifically, decapitating is. I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't played it yet, but decapitation is very, very, very good in this game. And for those of you who know, you know. Okay, you get the book. Yes. And then you examine it. And that's how you get the. Basically, this just informs you there are 4 masks. That's basically the first main objective of the game, getting those 4 masks. That way you can get the keys that lead, or I think the medallion that leads to the second major area in the game. That zombie might be a problem later on, but I'll deal with that later. Alright, now that I have the sword key, I can open the door. You know what? I kind of regret taking the shotgun shells because I'm out of room. And there's no item box nearby. I mean, I'm getting to the first one, but that one is very, very... Not far, but there's a lot of obstacles to get through. You know what? Hang on. What? I'm trying to remember which doors. I remember it opens this one. It opens the basement on the very left-hand side. Can I open the door on the west side right there? Is that a sword key or armor key? You know what? If it opens the west side, I'd rather go there now, because that item box actually isn't too far off on the west side. I believe I'm right on this. I know it opens the basement, but I'm not ready for the basement yet. Okay, yes. Alright, I was right on this. Alright, the item box is actually in this room. There's a small key, right? Yeah. Okay, there's a zombie there. There's 2 of them coming up. Yeah, so again, it's usually best to avoid them, but in these rooms that are very important to the playthrough, it's best to just clear them out. Oh crap! Is he dead? Okay. Keep pushing the wrong button. Alright, so here's the west side safe room. Another thing too is that I know you meet someone here, and I'm not gonna spoil it for those who don't know. Well, I kind of did already. Uh, oh yeah, so this is very important. This is probably one of the most important documents in the game. So it says special instructions for the disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings. They may appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are two known methods to seize their resurrection. Number one, incineration, and number two, destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor in the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find yourself. Oh, by yourself. Yeah, basically, zombies in this game do not die after you kill them. Unless, of course, you either kill them by incineration or decapitated them. I mean, I guess I should just call it destruction of the head. Decapitation really is when you chop it off. But yeah, so those zombies I've killed before that I did not blow off their head, they will come back to life, and are usually a lot stronger too. It's pretty brutal. There's no ink ribbons here. I mean, I know some in the dining room, but okay, the game does give me one. All right, let's put some things away. The knife, I won't need it. The key, I will save it here just to have a good starting point. Don't want to do this again. So yeah, so how do you burn a body? I should have, let me see here. All right, so in this game, you need two items to burn a zombie's dead corpse. You need oil, which you find sort of, actually you find in the east save room. So this is the west save room. You find the oil canteen, and you find these buckets of oil. Well, not buckets. They're, I guess, a little, I heard they're called, but they're little gallons, basically, that contain kerosene. And then you fill them up with your canteen. And then you need a lighter, to which Chris, thankfully, comes with one. When you use Jill, you have to carry both the canteen and the lighter, but with Chris, you only need the canteen, because he automatically has a lighter with him. Now, I wouldn't call this better, because Jill has a lockpick which opens doors, and Chris needs to get small keys. So it's not even a concession or a compromise, because he in the end still carries less items. So you know, if this was the only thing that was different about them, that in that he only has less items but has a lighter, I can see that. But no, she still has a lockpick and he still has to carry small keys. So it's just, I don't know why they did that. I think Chris also has higher defense. I believe I'm right on that, but since I haven't played in a while, I can't remember the difference. So that zombie's gonna pop up, and I definitely want to kill him. All the zombies in this room are definitely worth killing, because um, this is a very important room. And the rooms that are near the safe room are always important, because you want them to be safe. Okay, I can't remember what I know where these rooms lead to. I just can't remember if they're locked or not. Is there a zombie there? No. Which one's this? Okay, this is in okay, a small key room. Okay, armor key. Got it. Oh my god. Two freaking whatchamacallit, destruction of the heads. That's just, I keep, let me just go here. That's actually, I'm off to a good start here. I mean, that's less gas or kerosene I have to spend. Now I'm deciding what my next route should be. Should I go to the basement? Uh, or just go to the east wing? I'm gonna go to the east wing. Only because I'm running out of ammo. I can't. I don't. No, I have 12 bullets. Maybe I can do it. I'm hoping there's some more ammo in the basement. I can't remember. Um, the East Wing, there aren't many zombies. Oh, ink ribbon. Okay, I'll take it on the way back. Just, I want to see if I have any room. So I only have room for 2 items. No, 3 items. I'm hoping using the key will use it up. I think this is the last door. I'm sure there's maybe one more in the East Wing. Okay, yeah, he's right there. He's dead. Not from the side. Okay, is this an armor key or I think this is armor key. Yeah, okay. Now this one, I remember it being a sword key. Okay, there's still another room that uses the sword key. I'll keep pushing buttons. One thing to note is that the rooms that are highlighted red are rooms that still have things, you know, still has items that need to be inspected or obtained. Small key, yes. Actually, I can do that now. I know that other room over there on the west side. Oh, good, good, good. Is that it? Keep pushing the buttons. That's it. All right, I'm out. Oh, it's this one. See, I thought if you kill him, this cutscene doesn't happen. So, is this the same one, or is this a brand new zombie? And of course, that one wakes up. I'm gonna have to take that hit. You know what? I could have just done the self-defense. I just got that dagger. What's my, yeah, there you go. I guess I'm just preserving it for the next fight on the east side. Alright, is it this one? Okay, no, so it's a brand new one. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go back up to the second floor. Now, this is not the main path right now, but that's fine. That's the beauty of these games. Okay, so I'm going back to the save room. I'm taking this. That's the beauty of these games. It's not always a straight path. You know, it's sort of working your way out from the center. I'm slowly, like, you know, you're like unpicking this giant lock or this giant puzzle box. So, hang on. Is there an item here? No, right? Because it's not. Still wrong button. Okay, it's still. So, you know, even though I'm not going to the straightforward objective, these are rooms I'm still gonna check at the end. So, regardless, I'm gonna take all of these same paths, whether or not I went to the first floor. Okay, that's armor. Okay, this is the last sword key one. Yes, that's good. I'm thinking that. Huh. Because I remember this map layout pretty well. And the sword key opens that door, which leads to the save room on the east side as well. I think it does. I'm just thinking out loud here. Okay. I just thought, like, interesting, you know, there are 2 paths you can take to get to that first save room, it seems. Okay. Okay, so the reason why I want to come down here first is because since I have that small key, I can use it in the small door, or this door, and, yes, or the old key, I keep calling it small key, but if I use old key, so the reason why is because I remember there being the broken shotgun here, See, this I'm not that, this is not the biggest blind playthrough. Grenade. Okay, I'm good. I'm pretty good in defending myself. That's a defense item, the grenade. Okay, here it is. So I can use that to exchange it for the shotgun on the east side, because if you take the shotgun on the east side, it activates a booby trap. So you need to put this broken one to take its place. Oh, here's the kerosene. Yep. But you need the canteen to fill it, which I still need. It's an east save room. By the way, I'm not sure how long this has been going on for, so I'll probably cut it off at the next checkpoint or the next safe. Should have timed it before I started, so I want to say it's been around 20 minutes or so. I don't want to keep these too long after 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes at the most. Okay, all right. So far, so ink ribbons 8. That's a lot actually. So I'm in a good spot. I think I'm good. I don't have much ammo, but I do have 3 defensive tools, and I do know the room that I'm going to. There's some hidden handgun rounds. Okay. These zombies here, each time you walk through them, I'm not sure how the game counts it, but I want to say there's some sort of an invisible timer or counter. Like each time you pass by it, or it's been a while, that zombie is becoming more and more like the Crimson Head. That's what they're called, the zombies that reanimate. So yeah, the longer you take them, the likelier they're gonna rise up and be stronger. And at that point, I don't even recommend using the pistol. The pistols don't stun them like regular zombies. They'll take damage, but they won't be stunned, so they'll get to you before you even finish them off. And I think it'll take like a full clip to take them down. So either use a shotgun or just get out, or use a defensive tool. Okay, so yeah, okay. That zombie is stuck in there now because that drawer is there. I know there's oh, here it is. It's this one, I believe. Get another dagger. Oh, come on. Alright, so I believe I have 3 daggers now. Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good defensively. Yeah, I remember that. Nice. I'm not sure, yeah, like if the item spots are like different between difficulties. You know, I would assume that since it's harder, maybe there's less ammo around. Oh, I took big room too. There's a bunch of herbs and the herbicide too. This is the restroom. Crap, I'm gonna need to come back here. Um, there's a zombie in this room, and as Jill, you get that cutscene where she like crushes his head. Now, I'm not sure if you get that as Chris. You know what? I'm not gonna summon that zombie. I mean, you don't summon it, it's in the bathtub, but you have to unclog it. I just don't think it's worth it. If I have to fight him, I don't want to do it. It's not worth the hassle. Same. Okay, I'm gonna keep messing that up. All right, there's no items in that room. There's an item in that bathroom that I was in, but I can't imagine it being anything important. I don't remember it being a key item. Another dagger. Yeah. I'm good. Ink ribbon. Shotgun, yes. Oh, see. So this is the booby trap. I just did it kind of like as if I was I was doing it sort of subconsciously here. Okay. So I'm using it here. So yeah, so I put the shotgun there, the broken one. So now what that would have done for you new players, which I doubt there are many now at this point, um, what that would have done is that this room I'm about to enter, the ceiling would have crushed me, and that would have been game over. It's such a like hard beginner's trap. I think you're allowed to go back to put the shotgun, but I could be wrong. But both doors are. I think for sure this one's locked, the one that leads you out. But the one back in, I think maybe it's still open, so you can put the shotgun back in there. But since I put the broken one, the booby trap was deactivated. All right, there are zombies here. I don't think I have to deal with them because the room to my immediate right is where I need to go. Yeah, this is where we need to go. Now, this door is a very, very crucial door. The doorknob, I believe, is broken from the other side. So let me pause it real quick. And once again, keep pushing. I'm going to keep messing those up. So, yeah, that door I just went through, like right under me, that red arrow. That door has a broken doorknob. So I can enter this door, from the bottom up, but up, down, it has limited uses. So I believe you only have 3 uses. Really, you don't need to use it more than once or twice. I'm gonna if I once I get the old key, I'm gonna take that path so I can go to the room to the very very right that has herbs and the herbicide which I need. Um, I don't want to take the path on the very bottom right, that long long hallway because when I pass by it again, there'll be zombie dogs. I remember that. And again, I don't want to deal. In general in Resident Evil, you don't want to deal with any monsters if you don't have to, and especially in hard when you have limited ammo. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather just go down here and just use up one of my time slots, or my limited uses. And then that room underneath the room I'm in, it's hard to explain it, but it's kind of like a snake. It's just that long hallway, like 2 rooms beneath me. Um, that room is also important. So I'm gonna use that door 2 times. One for the room to the very right and one for the very bottom. Not the very bottom, but 2 rooms below me. And I think that's it. The third time might be for when I finally skip through the very top. The room at the very top is the actual exit of the mansion, which I won't get to anytime soon. Not until I clear the mansion. I don't think I have. I do have a shotgun. I can probably go for a headshot here, but I want to get a good view on the zombie. Nice. Okay, that was good. All right, so I don't have to worry about that one anymore. All right, so this is where the kerosene's at, and the canteen. Okay. Oh, I thought it was the ink ribbon. Perfect. All right, so now I can go back. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, so it has 0. So it has up to 2 uses, and you can fill it up here. But I don't want to use that one because there's gonna be fuel canteen and on the outside of sorry, that a room that I want to use the old key on. Let's see. And you know what? I'm gonna save it. 11 ink ribbons is very, very good. Either the game starts you off with a lot, or it's pretty generous, even in hard mode. Always good to have multiple saves in case you mess up. You can always go back. You may not need it, but it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. All right, let me get the. Let me see how much time I spent. I might cut it off here. Give me a second. You know what? We'll leave it here for now, and next time we'll continue. I believe that was around 20 minutes or so. It's got to be. I didn't keep time, but I think it's a good place to stop it. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.